The Google Pixel 7a's Magic Eraser tool is less distractions, but engineered by Google.
You've been working from home, but your search, and even helps the right job find you.
Good morning from the 6th park of our USA Road Trip 2023. Today we're here, and of course look at that just behind us, Gatekeeper here at the entrance of the park. We're pumped to be here. It opened in 1870, this park, and it's an absolutely amazing amusement park, one of our favourites in the world, and it's also home to 16 operating roller coasters. This really is the place that every theme park enthusiast wants to come to, and you know what, I loved visiting here for the first time in 28 Park. Yeah, park hours today are 10 AM through until 8 PM, but we get an hour early access because we're a resort guest, and yeah, there's a few rides open for that, which is great, so we can get a head start. Here's a look then at Gatekeeper, our first ride of the day, 2013 B&M Wing Coaster. Look at the sign out the front just there, so iconic. I love how they have the big signs.
It's great having the big signs, it just gets you excited. They have all the t-shirts and the merch with the big signs and it's great.
And also worth pointing out about the locker system here, isn't it?
You do have to pay for lockers, unfortunately. They are $12 a day.
Yeah, and that's to move your locker around the park.
You can pay like $3 for up to 2 hours, but you can move them around for $12.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of that system. I prefer bags in the station, or free lockers should be provided, really.
Safe if it is in a locker.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, we're going to make our way up here now onto Gatekeeper. Of course, we're at Cedar Fair Park, so not much on-ride filming. However, we're so excited to be back at this park, so let's go and get on there. Charlotte's first time on Gatekeeper. Should have gone for something a bit more unique with it being Cedar Point. I mean, come on, we're at America's Roller Coaster and we're just looking at a pretty standard Wild Mouse, so I am quite surprised we went for that. It has, yeah, I'm not going to wait that long. We'll maybe try and get that on early entry tomorrow. Let's make our way down towards Millennium Force. Well, I've got to say, I absolutely love this sign here for the boardwalk. How nice is that? I feel like they've done a great job with this area though. It does look fantastic. And of course, it is important to cater for families as well. But yeah, I am looking forward to getting on there. I just wish they'd maybe gone for like the longest or...
Is it ready?
Yeah, it's ready.
Okay.
Right then, up next this morning, we're about to ride Millennium Force, 310 foot tall, once the tallest coaster in the world. Of course, really looking forward to riding this again. There we go, it's got its Golden Ticket Award down there. I do like that in America, how they display the Golden Ticket Awards. You excited for this, Charlotte?
I'm looking forward to it. The lift hill's big on here, isn't it?
Absolutely massive cable lift hill right behind you there, look at that.
Can't wait.
Absolute beast, it's Millennium Force. Let's go and give this a go this morning. awesome there.
Oh, the views are lovely looking over the water, like really good. You can just see for miles up there.
Yeah, the drop is absolutely fantastic. You make your way down, top speed of 93 miles an hour
I
on
know,
there.
I did feel it. I did have a little bit of a grey out at the bottom.
Yeah, and especially as you're making your way up into that huge overbank curve, which is amazing. That's the point where you start to get a bit of blurred vision on there.
Yeah, I was sort of a bit like greying out as we come round, but then I went back to normal.
And that's where it gets its name, Millennium Force, because you get some great force there. However, after that, it just starts to peter out a little bit, doesn't it, really?
The rest of the layout just didn't do a lot for me. It was just a bit basic in my opinion.
It's very low to the ground. You do go through some tunnels and some great speed, which is fantastic, and it is a brilliant coaster. But I think when it's in a park like this that has got so many other amazing rides, it sits a little bit further down on my list here. However, I do really enjoy it. It's an iconic ride, and you imagine riding that when it opened 23. Fantastic theming round here, and yeah, like I said, there's a lot of history here at Cedar Point, which is amazing too, and they really do care about that, which is fantastic. Yeah, there's the huge overbank for Millennium Force. Here it comes. Yeah, this building style around here, fantastic. Yeah, it's got some great speed to it. Like I said, over 90 miles an hour. Yeah, they do have some animals around here as well. See, Charlotte?
See a camel.
Hey, oh, hello. There they are. Oh, but yeah, it's gorgeous around here, all the building style. And this park is absolutely massive, isn't it?
Oh my god, I didn't realise it was going to be this big. It's huge.
Yeah, you're getting your steps in here today as we make our way down towards the back of the park. There's a few great rides down here, including Maverick and, of course, Steel Vengeance.
So excited.
Steve, oh, looking forward to it. Really excited, but there's so many great rides to get on here at Cedar. So nice to be back here after 4 years. Oh, I've missed seeing this view. Look at Maverick just here. I tell you what, this ride is incredible. One of the best rides here at Cedar Point. And yeah, it's a beautiful part of the park around here. You got a lot of added things at the moment for the Frontier Festival that's ongoing. Loads of food stalls and also extra decor around the area, such as these lovely sunflowers. Yeah, that's a great ride, Maverick. Cannot wait to get on there. The launch is absolutely phenomenal. Oh, I love this part of the park around here. It kind of reminds me of Frontierland at the Disney park, but with some massive coasters too. And here she is. It's been 4 years since I rode this coaster. I am so excited to get back on it. Still my #1 coaster down here, the one and only Steel Vengeance. RMC, 4 inversions, dates back to 2018. Formerly used to be Mean Streak, and it was a conversion, and I'm really excited to get back on this. I absolutely love Steel Vengeance, the most famous RMC in the world. This is
so excited for this.
It's a brilliant ride. I don't know if Charlotte's going to enjoy it as much as I do, because it's quite uncomfortable with airtime.
We'll see.
Like, you know, you will be whacked up into your seat on this.
I'm looking forward to giving it a go though.
It's iconic, even just the logo and seeing it all down here. Yeah, it's literally just open, so good timing. It's busy down here, but I don't care how long we wait for this. It's Steel Vengeance here at Cedar Point. Really, really excited. Oh, God. insane. Of course, you've got a 200-foot drop there, speeds of over 70 miles an hour, and that ride is absolutely insane. We're also lucky to get a front row on there too, which is brilliant. The question is though, Charlotte, after one ride, how did you find it?
I just can't judge it after one ride. There is just so much going on. It's such a long layout. The airtime on there is great, but I think I want to be a little bit further back on the train before I can give my full review.
Yeah, try and go on a row 12 if we can do. It's always hard with a ride like this. It gets spoke about so much. You've heard me talk about it so much, and you finally hear riding on Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. But that ride, honestly, I was a little bit worried today, thinking, oh, you know, it's still going to be as good as I remember, because I've done a lot of coasters since then, a lot of IMCs that have opened up since I last went on this. But you know what? There's something about Steel Vengeance that just keeps on delivering, and the sustained airtime on there is amazing. 4 inversions, it feels like more though, doesn't it?
I honestly thought there was a lot more than that, but because you're going through the structure, you don't really know where you are at times.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like lots of zero-G rolls, the stalls on there, and yeah, I love how the inversions are built into the structure, which is fantastic, because you're just going round, you don't know where you are, you don't know if you're upside down, if you're on your side, it whacks you into them hills, and of course at the end you've got lots of little bunny hops as well, which is fantastic. But yeah, you really do get airtime. Number 1, baby, Steel Vengeance, Cedar Point, what a ride. Just standing around this ride is really special in my opinion. It's not just about riding it, and that's the thing with this. Yes, we are in an amusement park, but it's also themed. I mean, I do really love the sign down here at the entrance, and yeah, a wooden coaster really fits in with the Wild West kind of feel anyway, doesn't it, with the Frontier? But yeah, what they've done with the track colour and everything on here, phenomenal. What a ride. Relentless. And you've got to think this was a morning ride. When it's been running all day and you get down here the back, the airtime just gets better and better and better.
Later we'll have to go on and go reverse.
Oh, 100%. What a great ride. Yeah, the whole area around it is amazing. But Charlotte, there's another fantastic coaster just round the corner. As tempting as it is to just go straight back on.
Oh no, let it warm up for a bit.
So much more for you to see here, Charlotte.
There is so much.
Yeah, including Maverick, which is just round here, which is another absolutely phenomenal ride. Yeah, I really enjoy Maverick. Yeah, look at this. You kind of walk over the train track. Even that makes this area, in my opinion. Walking out, seeing the train pull up here, and seeing that monster of a coaster behind it. Amazing. Oh, well, Maverick's having some technical issues at the moment, so we'll come back later on. We've got 2 days here, but we don't want to spend time waiting about, do we?
No, we just want to keep on riding.
What was going to be happening to that ride? I'll talk again a bit more in detail when we get down near it later on. Well, here it is, standing 420 feet on the Cedar Point skyline. Top Thrill Dragster, the second tallest roller coaster anywhere in the world. Unfortunately, it is closed. It's been standing but not operating since 2021.
So sad. I think when you're actually in the park and you see it in person up close, I'm so gutted that I'm not getting on it.
It is weird coming here and knowing we're not riding Dragster. But yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Unfortunately, there was a sad incident that took place in 2021 and it's been closed since then. However, the park have confirmed that the ride is being reimagined and will return next year in 2024. There's been a lot of rumours about what they're actually doing to this, but a lot of track has been removed. In fact, it's mostly just the top hat itself that's still in place. But yeah, I always said I wouldn't visit Cedar Point without this. I mean, we planned to maybe come here last year, and I said, no, let's wait for next year just in case Dragster's back. And then, of course, they confirmed that it was going to be shut this year. It's Maverick and that, but hopefully they'll open up. Yeah, not the best in terms of operation so far there.
Some of the coasts have been a bit slow.
Yeah, these things happen though, don't they? But yeah, hopefully they can pick up a little bit. So we may as well do Gemini. It's right next door. So yeah, we'll have a ride on here. I love Gemini. It's an Aerodynamics classic coaster. So yeah, we'll have a jump on here, and then you never know, by the time we come off, it might be open for us to go on, because Magnum's only right next door. And here come the trains on Gemini. So yeah, it's a racing coaster. Like I say, built by Aerodynamics, opened here in 1978. And yeah, it's a hybrid coaster, so it's got wooden supports and a steel track, this one. Let's go and have a ride on Gemini. Cedar Point Classic. I really like this coaster.
Anyone else anywhere?
say, really important to appreciate the classics. I think that's a great ride. It's really smooth for its age as well.
I really enjoyed that. Really good long layout. I liked the ups and downs, and we got some great interaction with the other train.
Yeah, some great hills on there, nice helix at the end, and that's the beauty of that. With it being a racing coaster, the interaction's fantastic. You always find that in the American parks, though. You always get some good interactions, which is great.
Everyone's like chatting to each other as you go around, which is quite funny.
Yeah, I do like that, and that's just the case with a racing coaster, isn't it? People say, oh, who's going to win? No, I thought that was fantastic. Really nice to get back on Gemini after 4 years. Woo! This is a brilliant ride. I think you're going to love this, Charlotte.
Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's got an absolutely excellent launch and a launch lift hill as well. Love the design of this building, and yeah, a lot of this theming was actually here before Maverick. It used to be a classic flume ride here at the park. Yeah, really nice how they kept all that, and of course the station for the coaster just at the top there. Yeah, lovely with all the water here. Yeah, there's actually a new restaurant on the left there since last time I came. Used to be a classic car ride there, but yeah, they took that out and replaced it with a restaurant. Done that with a few of the rides over the past couple of years. But yeah, at least they put some more food in here because it did need some more options. Well, I've been waiting 30 minutes so far, I've got to say. Well, we waited 80 minutes there for our ride on Maverick, but you know what? That coaster certainly is worth the wait. How was your ride on Maverick?
It's a new #1.
Oh my God!
Absolutely love that. That was well worth an 80-minute queue. It was fantastic. The layout was just amazing. I loved it.
It's got so many whippy transitions and surprises on there as well, which is fantastic. Starts off with the launch LSM lift hill that you can see there. We was on the back row, which is actually my favourite on Maverick, because you whip straight down that first drop.
That drop is so steep at the beginning. I just didn't expect it, but oh my God, I loved that coaster so much.
You've got all the tight curves and banking. 1 minute you're left, next minute you're right. There's 2 inversions on there, and then of course you've got a 70-mile-an-hour launch, which happens in this building over here. You kind of come to an almost stop and then zoom straight forwards on there.
The building, and I was like, what's happening? Because I hadn't seen a POV. I didn't know if it was going to drop or anything. Then we just went, oh my God, I loved it.
Yeah, like all the lights flashing. You hear it in the background. It's like an explosion goes off, and you launch forwards, and then of course over the water and some more whippy transitions. Wow. It's an amazing ride, Maverick, and I can see why it's your new #1.
You could hear me like whooping all the way.
Oh, I knew you were loving it as we were going around on there. It'll be an absolutely fantastic coaster. It's really nice and smooth. The operations were very slow. Here at Cedar Point. Here you go, Charlotte, because you like the ride so much. How about this for the British Theme Park Museum? Happy dancing, Charlotte, going on. How funny that my #1 and your #1's right next to each other.
Really good, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely epic. Well, yeah, we'll get some more thoughts from you on Still Vengeance later on, though, as well.
Another ride on that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I do like what they've done with all this round here. Like I said, there was like a classic car ride that ran round here last time that I was at this park. But yeah, I do like the new building they've put in. Some more food options. But yeah, this area of the park's fantastic. Of course, I've always classed Cedar Point as an amusement park. Now, Magnum XL200 opened here at Cedar Point in 1989 as the world's tallest roller coaster, and of course it's also famous for helping to inspire the big one back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in the UK. Jeffrey Thompson came out here, had a ride on this, and said he wants one in Blackpool and wants to build it bigger. And of course the big one's a great ride, however, I still much prefer this. You get some great airtime on here, Charlotte.
I absolutely love the big one, so I'm looking forward.
We waited about 20 minutes there for our ride on Magnum, an absolutely brilliant classic hypercoaster. How is your ride? That are still in place. All the launch, the brake run and the station area track has all been removed for this remodel. And there's a look at Power Tower, a set of 4 S&S shot towers. Great for capacity, having the 4 on there. And yeah, some launch you down, others launch you up. Yeah, it's a fantastic ride. You get a great view. Over at Six Flags Great Adventure, and of course we've got that coming up later this trip.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Can't wait to see your action on there, Charlotte. But yeah, some people say that, and then of course it'll mean that Cedar Point will reclaim the world's tallest roller coaster title. Others are saying that it's not going to be that tall. Others are saying it could be 500 foot. There's on here, yeah, very different style building, because this one is open in the middle. But yeah, an absolute classic. And you know the best thing about this one, Charlotte, it actually still moves back and forward. It's actually race as well. Yeah, back in Blackpool, each of the horses stays static in that position, whereas these actually race back and forwards on here as well. Oh, I loved our ride there on Cedar Downs, and yeah, you've really got to focus on like one horse at the right time to notice it. But yeah, they change positions, so it's like they're actually racing. One moves forward, the other one comes back, and it changes shortly after. Absolutely brilliant ride that.
Oh, that was so much fun. It was like seeing Sean come forward on his horse, then I came forward. That was really good fun.
The question is, Charlotte, did you pick the horse with the cheesiest grin?
I don't think I did, to be honest. It was just a bit like, maybe next time.
Before when this was built, but here we go.
Scheme looks great.
Charlotte's on brand for this one today. There you go. Ready for Raptor. 30-minute advertised wait for this classic B&M. Yeah, the same year as Nemesis. Raptor rules the sky here at Cedar Point. Operation, and yeah, what I love about that ride is the first drop, it's got 6 inversions on there, and it's an all-round pretty intense ride as well.
Yeah, it was quite intense in some places, but the inversions on there was great, but it was a bit jolty as you came into the brave run.
Yeah, the profile is not great at the end of the ride, but you know what, it's got a brilliant helix at the end right before it. It reminds me of Nemesis quite a lot, quite intense. I've seen it a lot of the shots already, and